What is up everyone, Jeremy here. Welcome to another video in the Tone Sample series. In this video, we are doing a comparison of one of my all-time favorite amps, the Friedman HBE100. Now, this is a very versatile amp which can produce a wide range of tones. But of course, if you know me and you know my channel, then you know what you're about to hear already, which is some heavy stuff. We're gonna throw this into a heavy context, into a full mixed, and as highly requested in previous comparison videos, we're gonna hear all of these tones in solo as well. So if you're interested in what these amp sims sound like in a heavy context with some heavy tones, this is the video for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so here we are. I've got the session up, but just a couple quick things before I start playing this audio that I need to make you aware of. And that is how I set up the individual signal chain for recording this and what is each going through. And that is, I recorded it with my OD guitar Venus, which has the bare knuckle pickup Ragnarok set in it. That went into my QuadCortex, and that was mainly for capturing the DI. Then I processed everything afterwards. For the QuadCortex tone, I'm using my Masto Man preset, which is in my Cortex Cloud account in the Cortex mobile app. So if you're interested in downloading that, you have access to it. If you have a QuadCortex, just download the app. You can favorite it and then download it on your QuadCortex. And so for every single one of these amp sims, the cabinet section is turned off. And the IRs that I am using for every single one of these amp sims is the Bugren Digital Christian Cola Pack, and it is the we're pairing the Dark and Raw Crunch with the Gent Parade. So that is the same across all of the amp sims. The cab is turned off going into those IRs. And then other than that, what I did to set up the DI signal for all of the amp sims that are not running through the QuadCortex is I captured the DI signal running through the QuadCortex with the pre-EQ and the master drive overdrive pedal, so that it is some processing on that DI, so that it's the same type of DI signal going into the amp as it is going into the Friedman BE-100 on the QuadCortex, to try and keep a somewhat even playing field across all of these amp sims. And the last thing I want to point out is some of the settings on the individual amp sims are slightly different. As I started playing this back and was testing each of these, I found wildly different tones with even the exact same settings. So what I did is just try to dial things into where I feel like they sounded good, less worrying about having the exact same settings across all of the amp sims. So that's a little bit different than my previous comparisons, where I was really focused on making sure all the settings were the exact same. So this time it's a little bit different. And then the last thing is the order of the amp sims, and it is this: Amped Flagship, NaLex Crunchman, Plugin Alliance / Brainworx Friedman BE-100, Helix Native, and QuadCortex. And with that, I am done talking, and here they are. right, so there they are. You heard them in context and soloed. So now it is your turn. Drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. Which one sounded the best in context? Which one sounded the best soloed? Was it the same one, different ones? Hit the comments, share your thoughts, and let us know. Now, my thoughts are the QuadCortex was easily the winner for me. None of the other ones really even came close. Again, my opinions, you can feel free to disagree, but the way that the low end just reacts on the QuadCortex, especially this Friedman amp sim, is just next level awesome, and it's by far my favorite tone out of anything I've dialed in so far on the Cortex. So yeah, it wasn't even close. For me, that's my opinion, and if you disagree, let me know in the comments. Now, if you dig this content, if you found this helpful or useful, hearing all these different amp sims side by side like this, in context and soloed, hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel for more like this in the future. And with that, I want to thank you for watching and thank you for your support.